torn up. There was really no north wall here in Huff, and you look at it now, just your thoughts on how the facilities changed since you came on campus.
You know, I would definitely say that the facilities look absolutely beautiful now. I know when we first came in and saw the court, you know, we just didn't even know what to say at first because it was so cool. And I think, in a way, you can kind of put the metaphor of how our team has evolved with the way that the facilities have evolved too, and the way that the facilities have kind of taken a step up, so has our team, especially in terms of team bonding and everything. And it's just such a blessing to be able to be in a program like this that not only is able to have new facilities, but just have the culture that we do.
Yeah, and talk about how that's evolved, especially with this group here for this fall. You were able to spend so much time together this spring, working together, competing against each other. Talk about that, how it has helped bring you guys closer here as you start this season.
Yeah, this is the first time that I've actually had all of our team together, and I think it was just really huge in terms of being able to bond. Going through spring together is quite a tough time, emotionally, physically, and it's something that brings you together no matter what. And to have even our freshmen there with us is just a phenomenal experience. And, I think definitely from a competition standpoint, to be able to have all the components of your team together allows you to figure out different offensive schemes, how to put a defense together, you know, which rotations work best. And I think that really gives us a heads up, or leg up, sorry, with the competition going forward.
And I'm curious, you know, for you with the new floor here specifically, obviously you've had some knee issues over the years, and certainly the old service could give you a pounding as the season went along. It's still really early right now, but just your thoughts on this new floor and how it might help this year.
You know, this is a common question that we keep being asked to answer here, but I would say for me personally, along kind of with the consensus of the whole team, we notice that our legs aren't as sore. You know, that may be because we stayed in better shape this summer, it's hard to say, but our muscles are recovering a lot faster, and that could be because of more cushioning in the floor.
You talked about the offensive attack. Obviously, you're part of that with the slide or the quick set, whatever it might be. What are some different areas where you've really tried to improve your offensive game here in the last year?
You know, having 3 setters with us all spring really allowed us to diversify our offense and kind of figure out a new system. We're working on a faster offense at this time, which means that as middles we have to adjust just like all the other hitters. And so for me personally, I've just tried to develop a connection with each of the setters throughout the spring and continuing that through the summer and into now.
And then, of course, defensively, you're a key part of that block, being in the middle. Talk about some of your teammates at that spot, how you expect that middle blocker position to evolve here this season.
You know, what's really fantastic about our middle blocking core right now is that each middle can block all the time. And the great thing about that is that it really we push each other, you know, by seeing the competition that we have across the net from each other during practice. And I think we're just becoming that much more athletic. We're all taller. We have longer arms so we can jump higher. And I think just having that constant competition across the net from you in the gym really helps to just make our team that much more competitive.
Sorry, just 1 second here. Had a little glitch. We'll get started again. All right. And obviously, last year was a good bounce-back season. Got back to the tournament, got back to the Sweet 16. Just from talking to Kevin, talking to some of the other players, sounds like you guys are looking to really build on that here this year. What can you tell us about the expectations for this season?
You know, I think for us, our expectation is to really be together as a tribe. That's something that we talk about all the time, is, you know, playing as warriors out on the court. And I think that we still have kind of a bad taste in our mouth with how we finished last year. We're not content with that. All spring we've been really pushing our own limits, physically, mentally. And I think for us, you know, obviously take everything one day at a time, but you know, really we're aiming to get back to where we were in 2011. So that's, I mean, we feel that we've come together really strongly as a team. We feel that we have all the components that are necessary to get to that spot, and we just have to, you know, go out there and show it and compete well against the other teams.
You're a senior this year. Obviously, your last go-around. That add a little bit of a sense of urgency for you about this season?
You know, it's kind of strange. It's surreal being a senior at this point. But I think for me, you know, not trying to put too much pressure upon myself. I think that kind of weird you out a little bit. So for me, I'm just kind of trying to soak up every last minute that I have with the team and give as much as I can as a senior leader.